Hi, this is Attorney Doug Jones. Let me ask you a question about your estate plan, if you have one. And if you don't, by the way, latest statistics I've seen estimate between 50 and 70% of the people out there have no estate plan at all. So if you have nothing, you're in good company. But if you have some type of estate plan, you may have a will or a trust. What does that document say? I bet I know. It may say something like, if husband dies, it goes to wife. If wife dies, it goes to husband. Second one of them die, it goes equally to the kids. How do I know? I've seen a bunch of them over the years, and that's what most wills or trusts say in essence. There's nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what most people want if they die. But what happens to you if you are incapacitated before you die? Let's look at a typical couple, Sam and Sally, and they're like most of us. They're busy, they've got kids, and finally they get around to doing a basic estate plan, and they had a will that said who would get their assets when they died. They appointed an executor, which was one of their kids, to manage their estate when they died. They knew it was a will. They knew it would eventually go through probate, but they thought their kids could handle it, so they thought they were fine. As a matter of fact, they are in the elite. If you believe the higher end of the numbers, the 70% of the people have no estate plan. Sam and Sally were in the 30%. But what was wrong with their estate plan? Well, one thing, their plan did nothing to provide for them. It did nothing to say what would happen in the event one of them went to the nursing home. It did nothing to provide for their future care needs. It didn't say what type of care they wanted, or where they would want to be, or how that care would be paid. In short, they didn't have a care journey plan. They had no plan at all to say, what about me? It just said, when I die, who gets my stuff? That type of plan reminds me of my growing up days. My family had a farm implement dealership in Northeast Arkansas. Across from their business was a small dairy bar. And sometimes we would get to go over and get a hamburger for lunch, which was like a meat and bun, maybe pickles, maybe mustard. That's about it. That reminds me of a typical basic estate plan that just says, when I die, who gets my stuff? As I got a little bit older growing up, we went to that dairy bar a few more times, and I soon discovered that they had a different type of hamburger entirely. They call this one the Hamburger Deluxe. It's not only meat and bun, but meat, bun, pickles, relish, tomatoes, onions, cheese, all kind of stuff. It was a great hamburger. It was a Hamburger Deluxe. This reminds me of planning that can be accomplished with some added effort. Yeah, it takes a little more work up front, but with some planning, you can say what type of care you want, where you want to be, who you want making decisions for you, how you want that care paid, and all sort of things that most people leave to the whatever. Next time, we're going to be talking about using trust, revocable trust, and irrevocable trust, and comparing those two. If you like this video, you're going to love that one. To download the map of the care journey plan that we discussed today, click on the link. Thanks for watching and have a great day.